bantamweights around. 22nd, and Abu Dhabi gets the honor of playing host to one of the most stacked fight cards in recent memory, UFC 280. This is the card of the year. Volkan Ozdemir, Belal Muhammad, and Beneil Dariush on the undercard, and 3 massive fights at the end to send the crowd home happy. The dominant uncrowned champion defending his throne against the unstoppable contender from Dagestan.
This will hands down be the toughest fight Islam's ever faced.
2 of the most polarizing personalities in the bantamweight division colliding for UFC gold.
TJ versus Sterling. What do you guys think? TJ did an interview on this, and he said Sterling's an easy fight for me. He's not championship caliber.
And to get us ready, the star prospect at 135 is also facing the most dangerous contender in the world.
We got UFC 280. Those dudes are savages, man.
Welcome to the fighting business. Deeper dive of the year for the fight card of the year. Come along as we dive deep into 3 of the most anticipated matchups of the year. There is a lot to unpack here, so grab your popcorn, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Peter Yan versus Sean O'Malley.
My question is for Sean O'Malley. How do you see yourself getting it done against Peter Yan?
I'd love to put him face first into the canvas. He's a pretty slow starter.
Sean O'Malley's last fight was eagerly aiming those who were clearly less skilled than him. O'Malley took a step up in competition when he signed up to face Pedro Munoz at UFC 276. Finally, fans and company executives alike would see just how good O'Malley really was. Unfortunately, the fight bombed and was stopped early due to an accidental eye poke. Aside from the lackluster action, what really sucked was that we didn't get anything more out of O'Malley.
Nobody really gained in that. We saw that Pedro can compete, obviously. He has been competing for a long time. We also saw that Sean O'Malley is as viable as many people think he is.
That all changes now at UFC 280. We won't just know his ceiling in the division. We will know his personality as a fighter, as everything from his heart to his will be tested by one of the baddest bantamweights around. This insane dude went from Rolian Paiva to Pedro Munoz to Peter Yan.
I mean, Peter was the only one that didn't have a fight book, and I was ready to, book a fight. Peter said, if I win, call him out. I didn't get the mic after the fight, but, I think this fight makes sense. It's, been a couple years coming.
Peter is no longer the champion, but make no mistake, the guy is still a force of nature at 135, and arguably the best bantamweight in the world. I know, he lost to Sterling, but he lost by the skin of his teeth. And if you score the fight for Yan, welcome to the club. We are many. The former champion is asked.
Wait. There's really people who watched Aljo versus Peter Yan 2 and that really truly believe, such as this guy right here, that Yan won? I'll give him rounds 3 and 4, maybe. For sure 4. For sure 4. And I think that's a problem with a lot of people that watch fights is if people win the last round, the 5th round, the 4th round, or if if it's a 3-round fight, if you win just 3, people are like, oh, he won the fight. No. Do we all forget? Did we all miss out on the part of Aljo just dominating? And I'm not just talking about I'm talking about dominating Peter Yan on the ground. That's disrespectful to say to people that you be part of the club. There's a bunch of us that thought that. That is disrespectful. Aljo won that fight easily. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Easy. And this might sound crazy. I might sound crazy for saying this, but I feel like that loss is gonna be kind of the downfall of Yan. He's not gonna be able to. He won't be champ again. And I think we'll see it again when he fights Sean O'Malley because Peter Yan is going to try to scrap, and I think Sean O'Malley is going to be very, very surprising for him, and he's going to knock him the fuck out. Now, probably not actually knock him out, but he's going to put them hands on him, and Peter Yan's going to turn into a wrestler. Mark my words. Watch.
As fast, powerful, and skilled as ever, and unlike Pedro Munoz, Yan will not hang back and kick from a distance. After a couple minutes of gathering intel, Yan will go right after Sugar and put on him the kind of pressure O'Malley has never experienced before, and I highly doubt we will see the usual shtick from O'Malley. We know him as the flashy and slick counter-striker who styles on his opponents, but against a guy like No Mercy, it's hard to look cool.
Peter Yan, the former world champion?
Just an assassin, a murderer.
Jan has some of the best boxing fundamentals in the division, and to get his respect in the striking department, Sugar will have to keep...
No disrespect to Peter Yan either, but I think people don't give Sean O'Malley his full credit because he hasn't fought a Aljo yet or a TJ Dillashaw yet. But we cannot not say like they're going to be even or Sean O'Malley doesn't have boxing. We can't say that. All right, let's just keep it a buck.
Keep it simple, effective, and most importantly, consistent.
You know, I believe I'm better than Peter Yan, and I believe I'm going to go out there and beat his ass, so...
Jan is perfectly capable of fighting 5 rounds at the same pace, and once he sees a drop in output, he does.
Solidly put together fighter, well-rounded, and the way he mixes it up is just next level as well. He knows he's got great fight IQ. He knows how to create advantages during the fight.
On the other hand, the first round will be crucial for O'Malley as Jan usually starts slow to get the distance and timing down. Sean needs to put up one hell of a showing in the first round if he is to win this fight.
I was like, that's a fight I've wanted for a couple of years. I'm getting paid. So right when they called me, he's like, hey, you don't have to, like, what do you think of this? And I was like, yes, 100%, let's get this done. And I didn't think Peter was going to take the fight, to be honest. So I was messaging him personally on Instagram, being like, just trying to, get under his skin to where he's like, what, motherfucker?
O'Malley took this fight for a reason, and you can tell by looking at him, the guy believes in himself to be the best in the division. And to prove this, he had no problem taking on the boogeyman of the 135-pound division. If he pulls off the upset, then say hello to the biggest star in the bantamweight division, bar none.
But with the win over...
Is it really an upset? Because, right, Sean O'Malley has this hype about him, right? Hasn't, besides against Chito Vera, he hasn't lost. And he's dominated and knocked out almost every opponent besides that fight. So is it really is it a surprise? Or is it more like, hey, man, he is who we thought he was? That's the $1 million question. Is he who we think he is?
Peter, is the expectation and the plan to fight for that title next?
Pretty much. I mean, I don't see it going any other way.
But if Jan wins, he gets back on the winning column, adds a popular name to his resume, and goes straight to the title picture where he belongs. And speaking of the title picture, Aljamain Sterling versus TJ Dillashaw.
This is probably where I'll do my training camp at. I mean, I'm not...
At Bear Performance Nutrition, our philosophy is simple. We're committed to helping you get the results you want with stuff.
I'm not too worried about Sterling. Pretty easy fight for me, to be honest. And maybe I'll just do my training camp here on the beach with drink in hand and get the job done,
The co-main event is a bantamweight title.
Me personally, I think Aljo beats the shit out of TJ Dillashaw. And I think we got to see a part of it whenever TJ Dillashaw fought Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen ate his ass alive. I personally thought Corey won. I thought Corey did enough to win. It was a close fight, I ain't gonna lie. But I think Aljo is just gonna wrestle. Like, as soon as, it's kind of like the Islam effect or the Charles Oliveira effect. As soon as I get you on the ground, you're donezo. Like, there's nothing you could do that is gonna be able to prevent me from dominating you as soon as we get on the ground. And I think TJ Dillashaw is going to be training so hard not to get on the ground that he's going to do so much, and he's going to end up on the ground and he's going to panic, and Sterling's going to do what he does.
Clash between Aljamain Sterling and TJ Dillashaw. Sterling is one of the more disliked champion in the UFC, and this will be Dillashaw's second fight back after his PED suspension.
The guy's a cheating little weasel that's been doing this for years, so you've done it the dirty way. You didn't really do it on your own merit and just your own blood, sweat, and tears kind of thing. So
polarizing personalities, interesting styles, and a whole lot of heat. Sterling loves playing heel persona, and Dillashaw is a natural himself. The heelless MF belt, anyone? Kidding aside, this is the last chance for TJ Dillashaw to get the belt back. He is 36 years of age, and the guy's likely not in his physical prime anymore. He came back from a 2-year suspension and won a fight against Corey Sandhagen, a top contender in the division. But a lot of people thought Corey did enough to win. Dillashaw is definitely slower than in his prime years, but he is somewhat able to compensate for his declining attributes with better skills and technique. His boxing is getting better, but his durability is starting to slip. He was hurt in the Sandhagen fight and blew his knee out in the first round. The 2-time champion was able to soldier through the pain and see the end of the fight, but the injury and the subsequent knee surgery definitely added more wear and tear.
I think just off the top right now, I think TJ can get the job done.
That's what I was thinking.
The Funk Master definitely has an edge in jiu-jitsu, but Dillashaw is a vastly underrated wrestler. He was last taken down by John Lineker in 2010, and the guy who was able to consistently score takedowns on Dillashaw was Dominic Cruz. Sterling does not move like the Dominator, and his wrestling is not on that level either. To be honest, 5 years ago, people would scoff at this matchup as TJ was at a much higher level, but Father Time is undefeated, and at this age, you can decline overnight. He might be improving in skill, but skill doesn't matter when your opponent is operating at twice the speed that you are. Furthermore, Sterling is younger, bigger, and has fought more often in the past couple of years. If he gets the back of TJ, whether through a takedown or a scramble, he ain't letting TJ up until the end of the round. A submission victory is unlikely, but constantly defending submissions attempts from the back is exhausting as all hell.
Fuck, Aljo's a stud too.
Yes, dude, that's a tough fight to predict. It's gonna be a good
Getting
fight.
that back on TJ.
You think he can take his back?
I think he's getting the back.
If TJ wins, he becomes the second fighter after Randy Couture to win the title 3 times. That's a feat in itself. The division has a lot of exciting fights for Dillashaw, but retirement, even with the victory, might not be too far off. Sterling wins and he runs it back with Peter Yan a 3rd time. There is a mini tournament going on, and the victor of the Yan and O'Malley fight will definitely be watching.
We got 30 days, baby, to UFC 280, Aljamain Sterling. And still, we're gonna skin the snake, baby, skin the snake. Let's go!
Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev.
The mega
Islam Makhachev, Charles Oliveira, UFC 280, going down from Abu Dhabi, Fight Island.
At last, we arrive at the main event of the biggest card of the year, the spiritual successor to the match that was...
This has to be maybe the most split fight we've ever seen. Maybe the last one, maybe Conor and Khabib. Because you're either a diehard Islam fan or you're a diehard Charles Oliveira fan. Like, there is no between. I feel like I'm between. I like them both. I really don't know who's actually gonna win. Right? There's a lot of reasons, but I just don't know who's gonna win. Now, watching people on Twitter and Instagram and shit like that, man, if you're a Charles fan, you're saying Islam is just a bum Khabib. He's this, that, and the third. He's not gonna be the top dog. And if you're an Islam fan, man, Charles Oliveira, he can't go to the deep end. We see him get knocked down. This might has to be one of the top 2, if not top 1, most split fights.
Too good for this world, or so they say.
That's a good fight. That's a good fight. He's to worry about. Not worry about what Usman's doing. He's to worry about Charles. You know, Charles is a dangerous opponent, and I think he's taking seriously. You know, he's got great jiu-jitsu, great striking, and great grappling. So
Charles Oliveira, an upgraded Tony Ferguson versus Islam Makhachev, the second coming of Khabib Nurmagomedov, or so they say.
Oh yeah, he's a new champ. Yeah, that's who I think is.
Do you think he beats Charles Oliveira?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I think I don't think anybody's gonna beat him. There's not many people that I watch that like I'll watch their grappling and be like, this is exactly what I would do.
Vacant title will be on the line, and both of these lightweights are hungry for gold. Charles was the champion. Hell, he still is the uncrowned champion in the eyes of the majority, but he needs his belt back so he can continue his championship legacy in the record books. On the other hand, this will be Islam's first shot at the title. Khabib won the title in this first try in emphatic fashion. Will Islam be able to accomplish the same feat against a guy like Oliveira?
A lot of people think you're the greatest ever. Can Islam actually be better than you? Khabib, is that possible?
Definitely it's possible. You know, right now it's like this is legacy fight for Islam. Why I really want he fight versus Charles Oliveira? Because he had 11 win streak, Islam 10 win streak, and UFC never make like this fight.
To answer that question, let's go through the tale of the tape. Charles Oliveira is a complete fighter, proven beyond a shadow of doubt now. They said his striking was mediocre, and he went to war with the best strikers in the division. They said he didn't have the heart to become the champion. The man started going Super Saiyan whenever he was hurt. Point proven. Ain't saying anything now.
Charles Oliveira has been tremendous up at lightweight. I think he's on a 10 or an 11 fight win streak.
Offensively, the guy might be peerless in the division. He's just as dangerous on his feet as he is on the ground, and that is saying something. There's no safe spot when you're in there with Du Bronx. Stand with him, and he'll rock you.
My last fight, Charles was brilliant. you know, and he hurt me often. He hurt me early. 10 seconds in, I was, really hurt.
Take him down and he'll snatch your neck or whichever lamp he wants to take home. Despite all of that, despite the fact that he has beaten the likes of Poirier, Gaethje, and Chandler, Oliveira is still the underdog. The former champion, who has basically cleared out most of the top 5, is the underdog to Islam Makhachev. Islam has 2 rank wins, but let's say it like it is. The guy is not good. He's phenomenal. He has finished his last 4 fights and has absorbed a grand total of 35 strikes during all of that. He is 20-1, and for years, we were told that Makhachev would rule the roost at 155 once Khabib stepped away.
Islam have to come. Like you finish and Islam come, it's have to be like on the same time. You guys 3 years different, like between you guys, and I really believe like your prime time is gonna be very soon. After that, like when you finish, you're gonna go, but he have to come. But I told Islam, you're a little bit late, brother.
Easier said than done, but take a look at the guy. He is something special. His opponents know what he is going to go for, and yet nobody is able to stop him. He gets to you, he stays on you, and then he drowns you. The guy is no slouch at submission himself, and once he sees a limb or an exposed neck, it is all over.
I believe Charles is a very nice kid and come from a humble beginning. But when we got inside the cage, Islam gonna show it's a level to this. It's a level to this. You know, everybody said Charles was the champion. I think he was just Khabib let him borrow the belt for Islam to have it.
Stylistically, this is the fight you just don't know what is going to happen, at least when it comes to the grappling exchange.
Do you ever wonder how the supplements you consume are actually made? Do you have peace of mind knowing that the products you take are banned substance tested, high quality?
Exchanges. Oliveira has a vicious ground game, but if anyone can control him on the ground, it's Islam. Chandler was able to stay in his guard without getting submitted, and Islam works a much more brutal ground game than Chandler. His pressure from top position breaks people, but at the same time, if anyone can submit Islam Makhachev, it is Charles Oliveira, the guy with the most submission victories in the UFC, and in one sloppy entry, it might be over.
He's going to have to be careful. If he wants to be the champ, if he wants to win this one and go home with another shiny belt against Islam Makhachev, he's going to have to be perfect, because Islam doesn't make mistakes.
When it comes to striking, Oliveira is the better striker. He has proven this against some of the best in the division. He outbrawled Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler. And unlike Khabib, who seemed impervious to damage, Islam has been finished before. His lone loss was by TKO. While people argue that it was an early stoppage, he was rocked and dropped. And like Gaethje himself said, Charles hits unlike anyone else in the division.
Yeah, I mean, it's a feeling, you know.
And that's big, because think about it. Gaethje went to the crazy-ass war with Michael Chandler. He had the crazy war with Tony Ferguson. He went against Dustin Poirier. I mean, my man has had wars. Michael Johnson. So he's had wars. And to say that Charles Oliveira hits the hardest, that's big. That's big ups.
The feeling I've never felt. You know, usually you get hit. Call it a buzz. Call it a flash. And this is more like my tongue just went on a super powerful battery. And it just... my entire body. It was crazy.
That being said, Islam isn't like Gaethje or Chandler. He won't strike to win a stand-up battle. He'll strike to get close, clinch up, and drag Do Bronx down to the ground. Can he consistently do this while avoiding the power shots?
Do you think in his heart he believes he's going to beat you?
I don't think, because you know, I'm hard for it fight for everybody, because I have always same plan, take them down, hold him there. I'm terrible fight for everybody.
First grappling exchanges of this fight will likely determine the rest of the fight, and it's all about caution and respect. If Islam handles Charles on the ground and batters him, Charles might be too cautious of the takedown. If Charles rocks him on the feet and Islam gives too much respect to his power, the former champion will pick him apart from the distance. Whoever wins the first sequence will be in command. Don't be surprised if a wild scramble completely shifts the tide of this fight. You have 2 elite grapplers inside the octagon. The grappling can be just as chaotic as the striking.
The Oliveira Makhachev fight, that's the big one. That's the big one, because there's so many questions. And, you know, Oliveira has never fought a grappler like Islam. No. But Islam's never fought a guy who can submit people like Oliveira can. It's an amazing card.
You have two of the most dominant fighters in the most stacked division fighting for a vacant belt. It doesn't get any better than this. This is not the successor to Ferguson versus Khabib. Calling it that would be doing this matchup the competing athletes a disservice. This is Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev, and it's a whole new era.
This is how I think about it. I'm gonna give my 2 cents. Islam is right about Charles Oliveira gets rocked. He's been rocked almost his past 3 fights all in a row. But everyone is scared to go on the ground. Everyone is scared to get down there with Charles when he's hurt. Islam will not be scared. Islam will be like, this is perfect. Now I'm gonna jump on you. We're gonna get the business. But on the flip side, Islam has not fought someone or gotten the octagon with someone like Charles Oliveira, who's like a fucking snake. And he's doing shit without you knowing, and then boom, he tightens that body up, and you're like, fuck, I fucked up. So, man, this fight, I don't know. I don't know who wins. I really don't. I'm gonna pick the day of the fight, but I don't know. I really don't know. This fight is just, it ain't fair. It ain't fair. Ooh, who's this? Oh, knocked one. Knocked him. Knocked.
These ape.
Yo, what's up? I'm good. How are you?
Knocked one.
Down by hostile and Scotty.
Oh, look at this bro. Yep. Alright, knife out, you bite. Pick them up. Cool. There's one. There's two. Knocked him again. Black shield on one of them. Yeah, push it right there. I'll take out the master. Bitch. Alright, you running. First person. Stop. Sit out one. Oh, baby.
Yo.
These Apex streamers figured out something in game that's never been done before.
Jump drive in position.
What you use on your skin, man? Your skin clear, man. What you use on the skin, man? Noxzema, black salt, African, what is it, man? What you bathe with? Dove, ivory? Please drain your doors. Drain your doors, people.
Is he for real? Lord, he better not be baiting me right now. Hold on, I'm draining my bladder. I drive a Jeep. I'm almost confident this isn't a thing, but I'm still gonna put it to the test. If my car does in fact have this drain and it just has a bunch of leakage, I am gonna question a couple things. This is my baby Duncan. Today we may or may not be milking her. Oh my god, why am I nervous for this? It feels like a gender reveal, but for my car. Just as I suspected, there is no plug. I got baited. Now in the mechanic formation, fully on the ground, and there's a plug. Hiding from plain sight, but she's there. It's just not... Ooh, she's dry. So look at that. My car is a grandma.
Please drain your doors.
Show me something. Show me something. Dang.
The Tap Man caught Dr. Disrespect taking off his glasses, and this happened.
I don't think you can actually switch it to... Why does he do this stupid shit, bro?
I think it's time we get serious, huh? I think it's time to get real serious.
The Tap Man caught Dr. Disrespect.
The thing about Jordan is if you're in the last minute of a game and you need someone to win the game, he says, give me the ball. LeBron, he'll pass it because he's a creator. That's him. Whereas Jordan...
Doesn't matter. Giving it to Kobe. Doesn't matter.
Within you dies, don't you want somebody love? Don't you need somebody love? Wouldn't you love somebody love? You better find somebody to love. Don't you want somebody love? Don't you need somebody love? Within you.
I want to go do this. I don't have any in the chat, but if this is real, bro, I want to go do this.
I'm gonna like that stupid asshole.
Bitch, come outside.
I'm gonna like that stupid asshole.
They run when they hear that the thing goes bang. Bang, kill my ones, I'll do it.
Natty or not?
What do you think, bro? I'm 22.
Yeah.
You're 22 years old? Really?
Yeah.
That's it? Damn.
That's Natty, bro? With the beard and shit and going long.
Well, I was gonna come around and be like, so we're going around interviewing all the natural bodybuilders.
We do kind of.
Better bomb, better.
Hey,
that's a switch. All this that ice run through my veins, I've never missed. Throwing up my life is so insane since I got.
whipping you.
Right,
Don't you want somebody's love? Don't you need somebody's love? Who's doing somebody's love? You better find somebody to love. Don't you want somebody's love? Don't you need somebody's love? Whipping you.
We asked Israel Adesanya to break our Dragon Punch record.
Hey, yo, what up, daddy?
I can pick you up like this. You wanna see?
Bro, I love this dude. Kai.
Let me get the angle, chat. Hold on, chat.
No,
This
you're
dude is
not
so
ready.
good.
I'm just gonna stand here.
You don't want to put your arm around my neck first?
Yeah.
This dude's hilarious.
And he just walked up to me, he just went, bang, bang, right in the head. But the first one, my head's gone back. I thought, oh my God, this just shot me in the face. I can't believe it. I'm gonna die. And I've opened my eye, and I've seen the barrel of the gun, and I thought, what the f? And then I just see the bullet coming towards me. He's got his belly button pierced, he's got his nipple pierced, he's got his tongue.
He's lying. There's no way you saw all that. You never saw all that. If someone has a gun in your face, bro, you're not seeing any of that. He's lying.
People all want to know, how are you going to get it done? You're going to try to wrestle, bro. It ain't going to work this time. We're going to wrestle. We're going to wrestle. Let's wrestle. Let's wrestle. Let's wrestle. We're going to wrestle.
Let's wrestle. Let's wrestle. Let's wrestle.
Hey.
Is it cool if I buy these even though I have a felony? I'm a talk ticker.
Ew, he is.
That's literally the biggest insult I.
Watch this. Watch this.
Don't you want somebody's love? Don't you need somebody's
Right, get up there with him. Throw this on him and his squad. Stupid. Go back over there. You worry about me? You're dead. You're dead. Oh my goodness, bro. Johnny Price, bro. You got some plays, bro.
Come on. Yeah. This nigga ain't got shit. What the fuck was that? That's a me. What the fuck was that? Let me blow his little shit back. Let me blow your little. Come on.
What was the worst interview you ever did?
I mean, the one that. Put your shit on worst.
I played Black Ops 1, but
Everybody lit, can't quit, I foul. Hey, so as it pop. Pussy, yeah, I'm telling you.
Alright, here it is.
Pussy, yeah, I'm telling you right now. No, this ain't mini made that.
Alright, here it is.
whipping you.
Johnny Price. I'm a fan, Johnny.
Don't you want somebody's love? Don't you need somebody's love? Wouldn't you love somebody's love? You better find somebody.
If Dana White said Tyron, I want you to fight Israel Adesanya. Let's get it on. I don't like his fucking dry ass box anyway. He needs some fucking shea butter in there. Let's fight his ass.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Get the dog shit out of him. He trying. I know he's doing this for the views and stuff, and I get it. I understand. Get your money. But
if Dana White said Tyron, I want you.
People always say it.
If Dana White said Tyron, I want you to fight Israel Adesanya. Let's get it on.
Listen, he's lying. He would get that notification from Dana White. And like, man, I'm retired, Dana. I ain't trying to do that because he would get the dog shit out of him.
People always say it. Where's Molly? I'm like, what do you think? Join together like that.
First thing people goes, where's Patty? First thing, where's Molly? Fucking hell, we're not Siamese twins, you know.
People always say it. Where's Molly?
Pretty in the face, but she's so.
How the f you look taller than me?
It's because of the way I'm sitting up.
Fuck, I'm gonna do that too then.
Well, it's not like we're that.
Hold on, the whole.
Timmy, this is your moment.
I don't think I can reach that.
This is all you.
I don't think,
The first tip. Oh, you don't have your ultimate?
No way.
Yeah,
That was
wait.
looks like this, bro.
Wait.
I'm up, baby.
I'm up.
Oh, the fucking juicer!
It's okay. I figured it out. I got it. I figured it out.
How does his health not go down?
Timmy, this is your moment.
I don't think I can reach that.
This is all you.
I don't think. Alright.
That's crazy.
Oh, you don't have your ultimate?
No
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
That was
Wait.
looks like this, bro.
I gotta go to war.
I'm up, baby. Pop
I'm
on med.
up.
Got the keys on this little thing, little packet thing, so they really be working.
Oh, the fucking juicer!
Got it.
And the newly minted Super Bowl champion, Antonio Brown. Some very expensive.
Someone throw a trick-or-treat bag over my head. I couldn't see a thing. Storm. I don't know how flat-footed can be.
No, it's not cod. What is it?
Are you flat-footed? Storm says yes. Nothing more.
Let me show you motherfuckers what $100 million fighter look like. Still got $100 million, and they ain't never touched this shit. That's to the tax man. Let me show you motherfuckers.
This dude Johnny Price. He's a look at my phone.
I know, I got it on purpose. Don't ever touch my face. Don't ever touch my face. Really? That's the one thing you won't do is touch my face. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Now I gotta go to the bathroom. Now I gotta go to the bathroom.
Well, let me let this guy build. So I could just shred him, right? But see how he built out of wood? Whether it's full health or not, if he boxes up, he's not going to. If he boxes up, wall replace, boom, full box. Nope, he got out. But I want to show you guys. Because he will box up.
Right here.
See? Instant wall replace. Well, let me just...
Yo, how do you do that, though? What? These dudes be fighting out some weird stuff.
Resubbing BC, my play style is very similar to yours minus the movement and aim.
How? Bro, how?
Landing is really important. It can dictate how your whole game goes. So looking behind you and seeing where people land and where they don't land is important. For example, right now, no one's...
Show me something. Show me something. It's not even a thing, bro. Come on.
A lot of you guys are going, Jesus, Doc, you know a lot about video. Yeah, I do. I built half the maps for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. A lot of you guys are going, Jesus, Doc, you know a lot about video. Yeah, I do. I built half the maps for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
That's how Doc looks, bro. He looks like a weenie.
Go. Yeah, crawfish, die. Die, motherfuckers.
Hey.
Go.
Man, that's gonna be your son, bro.
Go.
Yeah.
Nigga wanna see me fall. Gosha gonna send a white tree on my ride.
Dr. Disrespect finally took off his glasses live. This is streamer.
Yeah, stop playing like that.
Oh my god, is this part 2? Yeah. Alright, let's get it.
Within Johnny. So Johnny, my fan.
Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Won't you love somebody to love? You better find somebody to love. Don't you want somebody to love?
Shoot. Straight away.
Fucking hell! Holland to survive! Scramble! Holland! Good neck!
For him to defend that long and for him to hold that long. About to tap. He's about to tap.
Fuck!
Yeah.
I'll blow up into smithereens and spew my tiny symphony all up and down a city street while trying to put my mind at ease, like finishing this melody. This feels like a necessity, so this could be the.
After the game, can I get your hat?
I got it. You know what? That's an interesting question. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Appreciate that, man.
Well, in return.
All right. The ref gonna give me his hat. I asked him for his hat. After the game.
Get him.
Is it solo path? I think.
Has a farm? Are you?
What?
Dude, there's a team on the right as well.
Oh fuck.
I'm taking the cannon.
I'm gonna try to make it to the cannon, but I'm gonna
Wait, I got tethered.
Hey, I'm late for class. Is there any way I can buy your water? I'm just late. I'll give you $500. Thank you. Thank you.
Bro, why is it nothing ever happen like that?
Hey, I'm late for.
First blood.
You thought
within you.
Obviously at 44.
Do you want to see me dunk?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. Are you guys ready? Do you want to see me dunk?
The question I get asked the most is 50 or 50? There's only two kind of people that call me 50. There's people who call me 50, and there's white people that are trying to be cool. The question I get asked.
Tipped a pizza delivery guy 10 grand.
Yeah.
And then he didn't really react too much. But then the next day, he came back, and I was like, oh God, was he gonna ask for more money? I was like, fuck, and I didn't want to answer, but I answered it anyways. I opened the door and he just started crying, and he was like, I didn't even think this money was real. And he's like, I just took tomorrow off work and I haven't seen my kids in so long because I work every day, and like I just got to spend a day with my daughter. And he's just like, this is the greatest day of my life. I'm so happy. And I was like,
Oh, wow.
and then he hugged me and he's crying and tears are going down my shirt, and I'm like, I don't even know what to like do. I was just like, wow. Tipped a pizza delivery guy 10 grand.
Why you tripping? I ain't even do nothing. I'm a jerk. You ain't never lied, but hey, do me a favor. Call me jerk one more time. You're a jerk. I know. You're a jerk. I know. You're a jerk. I know. You're a jerk. Hey. You're a jerk. Why you tripping? I ain't even do nothing. You're a jerk.
Within you dies, don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Wouldn't you love somebody to love? You better find somebody to love.
Hello. Go ahead. Melancholy? I have come down with a severe case of melancholy. Don't do inside stuff, but yes, it's a funny way to say you're depressed. I knew that was coming. Here's SNL right away. Yes. It's me. I was fired from SNL. Actually, not for the reason you heard. It's because I'm terrible at improv, and this is gonna be bad. They didn't care. North Korea? Huh. I like it. I like what's going on there. I support it. I liked when Trump and Kim Jong-un, or is it Il now? Whatever. Il's my guy, dude. You see him drop a couple LBs, show back up, everyone was like, oh! There's videos of him riding a horse, which is about as funny as it gets. I rode a scooter here, and I probably looked like a fat guy on a horse. There's something about when somebody's balance is that high off. It's just way up there. Yeah. I like North Korea, and I support them. And yeah, if they decide to nuke South Korea, shit would be tight. That would be lit. I support a war, I guess. That's called improv, folks. I had no idea what this show was. What else? Italians? Italians are the last people we can be openly racist against. And that's gonna stop. And somebody's gonna. I was the last guy with it.
All right, let's see. What is fighter of anatomy of a fighter. That's what he's trying to put. Anatomy of a fighter. Did he drop anything yet? He did. 15 hours ago. Let's see what this is about.
When I always run, I listen to some good speech, you know, like motivation about my religion, like this. And now I listen, and they say one good thing. These guys say, great goals, never gonna live in coward heart.
Him training training with them guys over there, bro. I'm very interested to see how he goes against Sean Brady. Very interested.
The rigors of a full training camp can sometimes be more of a challenge than the fight itself. Anything you do with routine is more of a mental battle than a physical one. Your mind is the pound-for-pound opponent you face when it comes to a discipline schedule. For these guys, Islam, Bilal, Zuba, and Abu Bakar, UFC 280 in Abu Dhabi is a little more than a week away, and the final preparations of camp are coming to an end.
За неделю или за 10 дней до боя, наверное, уже самое важное – это технически и тактически подвести себя и никаких травм не получить. Вся основная работа уже прошла, и, как вы все знаете, спортсмен побеждает не на соревнованиях, а задолго до них, так что сейчас осталось, ну, по сути, самое легкое, но для спортсмена это самое сложное – это ментально подойти, сохранить свою физическую форму и не получить травму. Вот это самое главное. Ну и, конечно, чтобы тренера тоже это видели и контролировали, чтобы чувствовали связь между спортсменом, чтобы спортсмену не пришлось это говорить, чтобы тренер сам остановил, когда нужно. Это очень важно.
Always before 2 weeks before the fight.
Well, the last week is just more fine-tuning, make sure they're healthy, getting their weight on track. You know, that's the number one priority. You know, the last sparring comes in, whether it be 1 day, 2 days, or 3 the last week. It all depends. You know, how the guys are feeling, what they're looking like. But yeah, pretty much that's all it.
Бориса, и старайтесь больше, чтобы шею открутить его. Давай, пошли, за шею, все время. Старайся больше клинчевать и за шею забирать.
Me, Usman, Tagir, and Imam Shafi, we have to leave 15 October, and I'm happy. I'm gonna leave because of I don't wanna stay here in Norway with everybody. I know this is a very hard time last week when everybody gonna fight. Like when you watching and you sit in the stadium and watch, this is two different. Watch in TV easy, more easy than go to in stadium and watch.
Dominate this round again. Coming at him, punching, kicking, taking him down, okay? You need to be the aggressor. No matter what he does, I want you to do better, okay? Relax. There you go.
Посмотрите, я понимаю, надеетесь, сегодня чуть тяжело идут, но оба раунда ты четко забрал. Это последний раунд, большие перчатки, последний спарринг твой. Ты понял? Ты полностью надо выложиться. Понял? Полностью, чтобы все нормально жили.
Push, move that head, stay relaxed. There you go. Come on, работай. Go. Хорошо, nice, go. Молодец. Nice.
The fight game is unpredictable when it comes to the results. But if there's anything assured about this group, it's knowing they are prepared. And that is all you can ask for.
Tell this before fight. About that. Very tired.
Just stay. He take you down. Get up. Take you down. Get up. Your work is there. Just stay. You have to defense. Ты постоянно атакуешь. Давай, приготовили.
If you're gonna keep this up,
When you gonna turn up? Say
No, no camera, no camera. This is secrets.
Она очень важна, почему? Потому что сейчас больше внимания к себе уделите. Разминка, заминка, сон, мысли о поединке. Почему? Потому что все, что могли, вы уже сделали до.
И вот сейчас осталось у нас 2 недели. Очень мало времени, 2 недели, это время вам надо, еще вот эту неделю надо пахать, еще неделю надо восстанавливаться. Весогонка, тяжелый. Оставьте это все.
Всегда бывает в команде слабое звено, которое назад команду тянет. Не будьте им, не будьте якорами. Будьте впереди идущими. Старайтесь всегда, чтобы вы были впереди идущими. Чтобы не опаздывать, чтобы вам не говорили, чтобы вы не нарушали, чтобы вы быстро одевали, чтобы вы делали то, что старшие говорят. Если вы здесь это будете делать, отвечаю, вот вы выйдете в социум, в социальную жизнь, вы там тоже будете такими же. Если вы будете здесь якором, вы там тоже будете всегда якором. И в семье у вас так будет, и с соседями у вас так будет, и с друзьями у вас так будет. Со всеми людьми у вас такое же отношение будет. I'm finished, coach.
Everybody here is ready to go. Just few little minor mistakes we fix, and we're good. I'm very happy with everybody. I feel everybody's ready to win. Everybody here that I see that's ready to fight is ready to win. I'm very confident in that. So, bottom line is, this camp started off a little bit rocky, but now it's coming out really, really well. This camp's really well now. Everybody's injured, free almost, you know, and making mental mistakes, correcting them. I'm happy. I'm happy with what I see. That's what I have. Anybody else have anything?
One more hard last week and that's it. Next week, all week's gonna be media, cutting weight, but this week I have to push 100%. And that's it. Last 3 months, I'm training so hard. This is my 3rd camp. That's why I'm ready. I'm in very good shape, alhamdulillah, and after 2 weeks, we're gonna change the champion.
Do you ever wonder how the supplements you consume are actually made? Do you have peace of mind knowing that the products you take are banned substance tested, high
Great photo.
Now I have to talk. 9-fight win streak. I'm ready for title fight. Because this division now little bit sleep. I'm working hard.
Walmart worker versus gas station worker.
Oh my.
Walmart worker versus.
Something touched my eye, and I told the referee stop. I wanted to try and wipe it, and then Ibrahim rushed in, and the referee started counting, and I still don't have vision left. This is 30 minutes later, so I wouldn't have been able to see anyway. I'm at this stage of my life now where my eyesight is worth more than a belt. When I was 21, 22, maybe I would fight anyway. I'm 30 years old now. My eye is fucked. I don't know what happened. Ibrahim is the new champion.
You look in Bruce Lee's eyes, you look in Chuck Norris's eyes. Those are people that really know how to fuck people up. You can see it in their eyes.
Yeah.
Michael Jai White had a bunch of fights. Michael Jai White had a bunch of he had a bunch of Kyokushin fights. Michael Jai White is legit. Michael Jai White, he has perfect technique. Perfect. There's a bunch of demonstrations of him kicking online, but I'm telling you something, the guy has perfect technique. He even did like a thing with Kimbo. They were working on a movie together, and he was explaining something to Kimbo about telegraphing things. And Kimbo you could tell Kimbo was like, oh shit. It wasn't just like an actor was fucking around. It was like, oh, this guy's legit.
Wearing his suit, he gonna fuck you.
Oh my god, the plays? The plays? Watch this, watch this. Don't you want somebody to love? Oh, you fucker! my god, the plays!
Alright, stream. I'm out. It was fun doing this. We'll maybe do it again tomorrow or this weekend sometime.